What's up, dudes? FooserX here for FooserX Reacts, and we'll get to something really, really short. I am coding an Excel spreadsheet for work, and I'm still in quarantine. It's an amazing day outside. Amazing, and it's a short one. So before we get into it, I just thought I would just respond real quick. We had reacted to Tony Spreedman and this 7-year-old kid versus Don the Dragon and Alan Montrone. And Alan left a really good comment in here, just talking about the history between him and Tony, the stuff he goes through. And we see this a lot on some of my reaction videos. And I'm really humbled that people would even watch these, but I really like it. I know people see these videos and they see flaws in their game. And it's not just me pointing that out, like they knew that because all of these players that are playing in the finals, they obviously have put in a shit ton of work just to get there. So they are doing their own criticizing and improvements on their own game. So it's just great when we have people that are like these players that are in these videos post comments and they talk about what's going on, their struggles, how they improved, the changes they made to their game since then. I know we had really great commentary from, great posts from Schneider and Abelhari, Abdullah, Clay Toomey, a lot of these players. So, and Alan's sitting here, and one of the things I really liked is, we kind of called him out for having some issues clearing, but he just straight up says like, "Hey, man, Tony's very tough to clear against." And my response to that is, well, one, we got to figure out why and to get better, but two is no shit, man. We pro masters, they are great players, and it's just like trying to clear on Robbie's zone. Unless I am completely practiced up and my two bar feels really, really good, I have issues clearing on Robbie. And we saw yesterday when we reacted to T Mac and Kane versus Horton and Steve Murray that T Mac was, after the first game, he was a turnover machine. He got stuffed, he was turning it over, and Horton pretty much won the match because of that. Even though he turned up the heat in the last game and a half or so, but the middle stretch, he was really turning over T Mac a lot on the two bar. And you're talking about one of the best two bars out there ever, possibly ever. And he made him look like a beginner with the two bar. So there is no shame in having two bar issues. So I really like that Alan posted that because that's an issue a lot of us have. Unless we are masters, we're gonna have that issue. And we talk about that sometimes, like how do you clear on masters? Well, this is why we have to be extra smart. We have to set up the ball. We have to understand, okay, is that master racing us? Or are they faking like they're going, but they're not? And in which case, we have to go to the open hole. Or if they are racing us, then we have to aim at their men. Maybe if they're too fast, just aim at their men or aim right, tuck it behind them because they're still going to bob a little bit. Or throw in some sliders. That way they don't get dialed in on your release point. So we have all these little tips and tricks that will teach us how to play at a higher level on the two bar, but or on any bar really. But unless we're taking our time, we won't know. Right, guys? If you're just back there hitting and hoping, alternating sides, push, pull, whatever, you're doing brushes and all this shit, you won't be able to identify the problems. You won't be able to figure out what's happening. You won't be able to call timeout and game plan for how to fix shit that's going wrong because you're all over the place and you don't know. There's too many moving parts. This is why we keep it simple. So shout out to Alan. If you guys have not watched that video, I would definitely go watch it. We react to a lot of Tony shit because it's just fun. He's showing us how to play this game at a master level, and he's doing all sorts of crazy shit. And we were able to sort of get inside of his head. So really enjoy that. And that was a great video because he carried um, what's his name? God, Brayton to a nice little title at that young of age. So really good stuff. And yeah, I was procrastinating some of my work. Somebody posted on my timeline, "Hey man, check out this video." I know I reacted to some of his shit. He was actually, I think, the first person I reacted to on this channel, and it was not a quality game. So he's like, "Do man, do me again, do me again." So I clicked on it. I see that it's only 7 minutes long. So sure, man, let's check it out. He said he is the top right forward, and we will see. I don't know what we're going to get here. These people are in Pueblo. They don't have a lot of masters, although they do have a couple of great pros that go down there from the Springs. I, I like the music, the intro, pretty badass. I guess it's maybe a DYP or something. Like there's a bar. What are we gonna get here? Really? Setting it up right off the bat, pretty great. um, Pretty nice. I mean, he missed the pass, but this is not an all over the place 5-row right now. Setting up for the pull. Boom. Sees the hole huge and explodes. I would like to see a little bit more time being taken, but you see the problem with that is, yeah, you get this point really, really good, but then you kind of eliminate, you don't really know what defense he's going to give you. You don't know how he's going to react later in the clock. So if he starts blocking your early shit, then you're kind of going to be out of luck. So that's why I'm not a fan of quick shooting right off the bat. But it's all right. It went in. It was a great shot. It was open. Good looking pull. This guy taking his time. Great brush. And he did multiple reads. And maybe he's not tossing it back and forth and off the wall like we teach or the masters do. But at the same time, when you have that super slow toss like he did, you're able to get a read on it. Look how slow that is. It's basically a stop pass, and you were just reading this defense. And yeah, good. Yeah, he's giving him D, but because he's waiting and being patient, this is an unraceable pass. This is why the brush is very powerful. Because you need a tic tac to generate speed to do that wall. You take it when it's there, and it is not a raceable pass. It shouldn't be. Also gonna set this up, and it goes really long. Good shit, man. I mean, I don't know if these were the players playing in the first video that we reacted to, but you can already see maybe they are fine tuning some of their shit. And I don't know, is this an old video? Because it's posted a few days ago, and it's in a bar. Are the bars open down there? Are they allowing foosball? I don't know, man. Maybe this is an older game. I, I I find it hard to believe that foosball is being played in Colorado right now in bars. Little option here. Sorry, I'm talking here. Yeah, I mean, not clean. I mean, clean would be setting it up, reading the defense. When you're tic-tacking, you have to make sure everything looks the same. And that did not look the same compared to the first one. So already that's telling the defender, okay, something's maybe a little bit different. Just going forward, maybe he can hit the lane from the same thing, but maybe not. Going to set up the pull again. Oh, not going to take his time. And I don't know if he missed that or the guy went out there and raced it. But again, that's why you got to take your time to understand, is that guy racing you? Or are you just misexecuting? Like, what's happening over here? And because you're quick shooting, you don't really understand what the goalie is actually doing. So if you were to take your time, maybe a flinch or something, work the clock, you would see him start panicking, or you would see that he is being jumpy, and then you would understand, okay, instead of going long, now that I know he's jumping, I'll go short right around this first guy, or I'll hitch and go straight, stuff like that. So we lose that ability to be smart and work the 3-bar series when we quick shoot. And this guy gets it again. Last time he had a really patient brush. Oh, a little bit faster, and he does the brush up, and it's a great pass. So again, it's a little bit fast for what we want to do, but at the same time, like, it's good. Like, I do this. A lot of players do this, even pros. Like, he tossed it twice the first time, and now he tosses it once, and it's a little bit faster, and he goes up. So you are mixing things up already. So good stuff. Boom. And that is a great shot as well. I would like to see more time being taken, but he's dialed in on the long. That guy, he follows the ball in, and that is an easy hole. And I don't know who this goalie is, and I can't imagine down in Pueblo you've never seen these dudes play. You got to know who you're playing. You got to know that, hey, these people are quick shooters. You cannot relax when they are pulling the ball over. You got to be ready to bail out there.
Perhaps it's just the way the light falls.
And already we get dumb shit happening. I thought it was going to be nice and clean. Like, hey man, we've been watching your channel. Like, see how we were improving. And then we get this action going on over here. And then that's the same result that Mr. John the Dragon Wilson had when he was doing that. It's like, what is this? You're clearly not playing to win this game right here, right? You're not. You were just trying to do dumb shit.
But
And he gets it
everything
here,
looks
and he is going away from the pull. He scored one, he didn't read the other one, and now he's going to another shot. So, uh, what the fuck, dude? I love you, man. I love all you guys. Anybody that's watching my channel, I love you. Anybody that's playing foosball, I love you. But don't tell me to react to bad foosball unless you want this, because I this isn't fun for me. I feel like I'm a bully or something. This is why people are saying, "Hey, man, react to Tony Spreedman playing that Netherlands dude in a fast pickup game." No, man, because it's a pickup game. They're both doing dumb shit. I don't want to react to that. Like, what's the point? I don't want to react to this garbage here.
like a target to me.
And you're tapping it around at a rookie level. It's like you don't even really understand what the tapping is doing. Just set it up, read the hole, and shoot it. The tapping around is hurting your game. It's hurting your mechanics and is wasting precious time off the clock that you could be reading the defense.
And I don't know where the gun is, but I'm certain that it's point.
Yep. And we talk about this all the time. Of course, you were going to get blocked because you haven't put the proper time into your roller, so it's not going to be a good roller. We see this all the time when players are switching up passing series or shots, and they start getting blocked and shit. You're going to get blocked because you don't got a good you haven't mastered anything. You're just okay at everything instead of being really good at something.
Did that me?
And now he is going into what? And you hit the lane, that's good, but everything just looks different, compared to your first setup. So it, it uh, it's all right, man. These are just passes that you have to tighten up. The 5 bar philosophy video, why that works, 5 bar theory. Everything has to look the same, and it's not now. And maybe it's working on this dude, but that I it's not going to work on me. It's not going to work on Lancaster or the other people going down to the Pueblo. I mean, that's probably why they're going down there to get that easy money. Let's check this out. I mean, this is not even a stick lane. You're just kind of tossing it. You're just moving it over. This guy's not giving you good D. Ah, ah. I mean, what's the mindset? I mean, you can post below. You're posting saying react to my shit. What are you thinking going from pull to roller? Like you scored one good pull. It looked like your second pull was good, but because you weren't taking your time, you got blocked, and now you are getting blocked with the rollover. Like you just having fun here.
In the
Oh,
jungle, wretched jungle. They say the lion needs tonight.
nope. And you're passing good, even though it's sloppy. You're still you're still passing, and that time you're just like, nope, I'll just whack at it. Winners want the ball, man. They want the ball on the 5 so they can pass, and they want the ball on their 3. Barely missed it. I mean, you can tell this guy is. He might. I don't know if he's going to win or lose, but if this guy keeps practicing and playing, very smart, very methodical, he will be the best of the bunch over here very quickly. Taking his time, getting a read on what's happening. And yeah, this is what happens. You take your time, good things happen. He has scared that dude with his long, and now he's just waiting and waiting, and he's working the hole. Really good plan from whoever is over there. You know, and so now, I mean, we'll nitpick here. Is like you're moving the ball forward, which is a tell to the other player, like, okay, something different is coming because you had this weave here when you're kind of going lane and you have a different looking wall, but we'll see what happens with this setup here because it's different. So it's telling the defender, okay, let's start keying off on this. Boom, and you got that's the nasty wall. You got the good wall. You got the good lane, man. Just work those, and it'll be better. And I'll tell you too, it looked like that second time where you had the ball and you were kind of doing some optiony wall passes, and we see that a lot too. Players who they might be playing smart, but they're still not able to pass, like they're still not able to beat the race on the 5-row. It's just because they haven't put in the reps. And that's it. And they start doing gimmicky stuff to open up the hole, but really what you need to do is have an unraceable wall pass. So if they are buzzing or they're coming off the wall, they can't come back in time. So just more reps, but you see that. You stuck that. Um, you stuck that lane really good. So fantastic. I mean, that's the hard part. The easy part is just having the discipline. Just another quick shot. Oh man, that turnover. Looks good. Going both sides. I don't know. Guess it's a timeout. Taking his time, reading it. And that time too and that's the problem when you only pass on the first toss and you kind of have the same passing spot is eventually players will start to get a read on that. They're going to start to get your timing down and that's kind of what Andy did over here. He's like, "Hey man, I've already seen you pass the same toss, the same spot both times, even though you're going up and down, you're mixing it up. You still have to mix up the placement of that. That's why you got to let it come off the wall, like Horton was doing. You got to do multiple tosses. You got to be able to have a release point very high. You got to have a release point very low. So just work on your toss. But I really like the discipline. I mean, he is well on his way to becoming somebody with a good 5-row. Very much like I think it was Schneider. It was Schneider and somebody else, one of those amateurs from Texas State that we watched, had that really good slow brush working.
I've got nothing to lose but my apathy.
Ah, great grab. Oh, almost.
The root of the problem has been isolated. The root.
It's going back and forth. You're not reading anything. This is a hit and hope right here. Now he's doing the toe pin. I mean, there's. It's all right. We are not going to react to that. We know that's bad foosball. Really good, man. This guy is being super patient with this. And I guarantee you, I don't know who you are, but you keep doing this, you're going to start to pass and you just start mixing up your release point and just keep working and doing reps at home and working on your toss. Like you are going to have a dominant 5-row in a month or two. So love what I'm seeing from this 5-row. I mean, good stuff. And the 3-row too. We'll see what happens again. He is not alternating shots. He is sticking with his pull. And what does that mean? When we stick with something, it's going to get really, really good, really, really fast. And that's why we pay our dues, and that's why we keep practicing, keep shooting the same thing. Taking his time, misses it, but that's okay. What happened there? Oh, I guess it slopped in their own goal. It's a little sloppy. It's all right. Still trying. Went away from the roller, set it up for this, did not even think about reading the defense. I don't even know if he executed it. Let's see. Yeah. And this is what you get, man. You're not even, because you are flip-flopping shots and shit, you're not even able to execute. It looks like it just goes off over here. All right, man, let's take your time. Look at this guy's defense. It looks like he's racing out there. So really probably just aim at his men or tuck it in here, or go straight. Or if you had Don the Hammer's pull, just rip that thing long and it will not be raced. Yeah, man, good shot. It's like a little circle around it to see what he's doing. You saw that he did not really jump too much, so you just excellent accuracy with that short pull. Saw it again. I mean, multiple tosses, but still, man, this guy just needs to keep watching Inside Foos videos or some of our reaction videos who have brush against players with players who do the brushes, because that first toss, it's not even really a toss. Like right here, you're not starting with this dude, you're bouncing it here. So it looks a little bit different. And again, this is nitpicky, but we got to make everything look the same. And you are not over the ball. It's like you're just tossing for the sake of it. No, man, you toss it and you have to hover over that ball. That way the defender doesn't know when that's coming. And if you are just doing this, you're kind of telling that opponent, I'm tossing it, but I'm not really gonna pass it now. And that's huge, absolutely huge, or for a couple reasons. One is he doesn't have to give really, really good D, and two is that when it's me and I know people aren't passing, or I know they're always doing a couple tosses before they get in their real one, is you just give them fake defense. You talk them into shit when you know that they are not going to pass it. That's why you always have to be ready for the pass. Gets through, sets up for the pull, taking his time. We like that. Boom. Another timeout. Yep. And because you are not practicing ball control, you are not spending time on your tossing, you, you just start losing it, and then you're just like, fuck, man. I've already wasted a timeout trying to be cool. Now I have no more timeouts when I really, really need one. So I'll just slap at the thing. And that's not even the series. Like your series is sometimes it's bouncing, sometimes it's stuck to this dude, and it's a sit still. It's just all over the place, man. It's not good. Yeah, I don't even. I'm crushing this 5-0 here. I don't even want to deal with this 2-bar. Same release point, but at least you're sticking with it, dude. Just stick with it. It'll get better. again. Tic-tacking around, just gimmicky shit, and what the fuck? Oh, I only got it. I want to say some things here, but it's almost over. Keep going. Boom. It sucked, man. You guys had a much more controlled game. I think he was almost 100% up here, but this goalie, he blocked the roller good. He blocked good. It's just all the other shit that goes with it. The loose ball pickups and keeping slop out and limiting other player getting loose balls. But that was a pretty decent match. I really like what I'm seeing from this forward over here. But I guess I'll turn my rant on right now. This is why I stopped teaching foosball. This is why like players would get on the internet or something and they would say, "Oh man, like, nobody's teaching. It should be that the pros should be teaching the new players." Nope. Been there, done that, and this is what you get from like 90% of the players. They don't listen. They're going to keep doing their dumb shit because they've been doing it for so long. They have fun doing this. The same thing with Big Baller. People go up to him and like, "Dude, how do I get your two row?" Because he has one of the best two rows ever. How do I get your two row? And Big Baller will sit there. Well, you do this, this, and this. I used to hit 200 balls a night for a few weeks, a month, a couple months in a row. That's how it got so fast. That's how it got so nasty. That's what you need to do. You need to set your guys up on Big Daddy. You need to hit all the shots. And then people would be like, "All right, man, I'm going to do that." And then they wouldn't do that at all. And you knew they weren't because their game was still shitty and sloppy and they were still hitting and hoping. And then they would say, "Oh man, how come I'm practicing? How come my two bar's not as good as you? Because you're not being smart, dudes." And then so we just give up because it's a waste of our time to practice and to teach. Sorry, not to practice, to teach. It's a waste of our time to teach when people get people out there that do this. And even what is it? Oh, we just had Benjamin from Mexico. He's dominating all his matches with his near wall stick series and roller, and then all of a sudden he sends me this videos like, you know what? I think I'm going to work on a far wall brush series. What the fuck, man? I'm not signing up to teach people who aren't listening, and I'm not signing up to give lessons. Like I'm done reacting anymore to this channel because I'm not gonna waste time nitpicking and trying to teach good foosball just to have people do this shit. It's not what my channel's about. It's not what my philosophy is about. And every now and then you get the smart players that practice smart and they get really, really good really fast. So I'm talking like me, Mark Madej, Sticky Steiner, and these are local players because I know them. Bear, even like let's just even like a rookie. We had this rookie here. Nobody else knows him, but like Joey Hayes. When I first saw him play, he was slapping the ball around, very like worse than this, like all over the place. Didn't know what he was doing, but you saw that competitive fire right off the bat, and he's like, "I want to get good. I want to play like you guys. What do I need to do?" And we would teach him that, and I shit you not, like the very next week, he was already being sort of competitive. And then like in 3 weeks time, he like beat his first expert. And then like a month or two, I think he won a tournament as a goalie. And then after a year or two, he was like in the finals. I don't know if he ever won like a BYP. I mean, maybe, but he was beating experts. He was beating me. He was beating a lot of other good players because he just kept it simple. And he realized that I don't need to go on tour. I don't need to log in thousands of hours. I just need to play a lot and be very, very smart about how to approach this game. And if you're gonna be switching shots all the time, you're gonna be changing up your series, you're gonna be doing these weird hacks and shit, and you're not going to be following what I teach on this foosball channel. Nope. This is the type of reaction that we have here, and it is the "I will not help you anymore" reaction. It's and please, guys, separate my foosball identity from who I am as a person. I feel like I'm a very compassionate person. do anything for my friends type of person. But I get in that tournament room, I kind of change on a different player. I get behind the mic of a foosball reaction video and I change into very black and white. This is what good foosball is. This is what bad foosball is. And I got a very low tolerance for just stupid shit. Especially now going forward. Like going forward, you guys know. I mean, when you're still rookies, you don't know. You don't, and nobody's teaching you this stuff. You know, you don't have these videos out there. You get lessons like, hey, this is how to have a stick series. This is how to shoot a rollover, but nobody's saying this is how to get really, really good at it, and that's what you need. So, I think that's the end of my rant. But I am. This is why it's really hard sometimes to watch bad foosball because I don't know if we learn anything from this. I guess there's rookies out there that are like, my game's all sloppy, but what's the point? We watched a lot of bad foosball videos. I've already done that. I don't need to keep doing more. So I love you, Mr. Andy. I guess that was Dave and Dave's over here that were looking really good. So there's our reaction video. I don't know how the fuck I went this long on 7 minutes, but that's what you get, man, when I'm reacting to this type of shit. All right, dudes. Mahalo.